Fam, the next section, more proof that we are living in Orwell's 1984. So, this is a new proposed law in Ohio.
We live in a simulation.
Proposed law making cell phone video of cops a crime moves forward by Ohio legislators. A proposed law that would make it a crime to shoot cell phone video of police got the green light by lawmakers to move forward following a state House committee hearing Thursday in Columbus. Members of the House Criminal Justice Committee voted to approve measures despite more than 100 civil rights, First Amendment groups, and individuals testifying against the measure since it was first introduced. They are trying to make it illegal, and this comes after the guy who filmed George Floyd.
I know, the woman.
The woman.
Yeah.
Illegal to film, that you're obstructing justice.
Yeah, I mean, imagine where Derek Chauvin would be and where the knowledge of what was happening would be if we couldn't film cops doing that. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm so sorry. Like, that to me is, it's like, oh, let's put Derek Chauvin behind bars, but then let's make a law that makes it illegal to do what actually helped bring justice to that one case. I mean, and that's just one of many cases that we've seen videos of, right? Like, oh my God.
I mean, how are they going to do this? Stop filming us. Stop filming us. What do you mean?
Well,
how am I obstructing? I'm 10 feet away. I'm on the fucking sidewalk. I can't film you. See, but this is the area too as well. We talk about those right-leaning libertarians who are always on top of this shit, right? The no-knock warrant fucking thing. They might not have the same reasons of compassion, whatnot. They might just be about civil liberties and saying the right to personal freedoms. But who cares at the end of the fucking day? If we can join together with these people, because I grabbed this off David Fite, who's a libertarian. I've been on his show before. We met him in New York. Who cares? If it's protecting our civil liberties, at the end of the day, if we all win, we all win. You know what I'm saying? We can all protect each other.
If we don't have freedom of speech or freedom of press or freedom to dissent and disagree, we're not going to be able to talk about our fucking ideology.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to be able to talk about, oh, we want Medicare for all. Well, no, I don't want Medicare for all. We can't even have that discussion at all. Like, because we're not going to be able to have discussions, period. We're going to be told what to think. We're going to be told, we're going to be in our houses where we can't film cops, or we can't confront the overreach of the government and the police state and their agencies. We can't do that. So it's irrelevant, I think, to say that we can't agree with a libertarian on this issue. And that's the thing. Like, yes, they do it for different reasons, but at the end of the day, if you're fighting for press freedom, if you're fighting for like the ability to speak your truth, to dissent, to do whatever, then I think that's more important than your intricate beliefs. We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an oncoming wave in the West of people trying to silence dissent, especially dissent that happens on the ground in the form of protest. Like, I actually remember that they tried to do the same thing in France under, everyone's favorite neoliberal who got bitch slapped, Emmanuel Macron. They tried to criminalize filming the police with your phones, and there were protests against that. And then obviously you have the absolutely horrendous protest bill in London, which is literally just making the whole idea of protesting illegal, because what it does is it gives cops to basically do whatever they want to declare a protest illegal if it's too noisy or too disruptive or blocking traffic. So they're just straight up making it illegal. Meanwhile, here you have several states which are legalizing protesters getting run over by cars.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, well,
disgusting.
your event isn't illegal, but if a mysterious white van were to run over 5 people, then that would be okay.
Yeah, yeah. And you can see how both sides, of the aisle, when it comes to the establishment, right or left, are using it to their advantage to shut down and take away civil liberties from what they disagree on. I mean, a lot of people talked about Ron DeSantis and praised him for the bill when he was going after big tech as far as fining them. And that's going to be interesting to see how that plans out. And I'm really happy he did that. Even his election integrity bill, I thought was pretty fair too as well. But the fact he's going to go and sign into law.
Because he plays team sports.
Yeah, it's team sports once a fucking again. And that's the thing when you watch a lot of these hearings, and I've watched a lot of these hearings, especially when it comes to big tech, a lot of the Republican Party, most of the Republican Party are not mad at censorship. They're mad at who we're censoring.
Yeah.
Why aren't we censoring China and Iran more? What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah.
But we can censor, it's disgusting. You have this little group of right-wing libertarians out there that kind of are pushing for civil liberties. And it's the same thing when it comes to anti-imperialist, right? So they're about fiscal policy. It costs too much for war, right? And we'll have blowback, a term coined by Ron Paul, the libertarian himself. It's different than us because we keep on saying, no, man, we have to be compassionate. We're bombing indigenous people in their homeland, killing babies. This is fucking wrong. At the end of the day, we have the same goal. Stop it. Done. Let's not go and invade. Let's stop the regime change. Let's stop these NGOs pumping tons of money in there to turn everything over. Okay, so the last part of the article of this week, all week, was pilled. The one that says Ohio House, the next tweet, Johnny. If you go down to it, says ohiohouse.gov legislation right there. Just to take a quick look, and we'll move on from here. You got it. We'll move right now. So yeah, you can see it's introduced in the House committee, reported by the committee, and it's passed by the House. So now it's got to go through the Senate. So half of the fucking legislation has now approved this bill that you cannot film police as they're doing their job. You can't hold them accountable. In other words, they get to work on behalf of the state and do what the hell they want, and nobody's going to stop them. It's a disgusting bill. It's terrible. We need to fight back against it. I'm just going to read this really quickly. I'm not going to go into this, but Colby, you may have been exposed to harmful extremist content. Violent groups try to manipulate your anger and your disappointment. You can take action now to protect yourself and others. And this is a new Facebook warning that says, are you concerned that someone you know is becoming an extremist? It's 1984.
Yeah. They're encouraging you to rat
out on each other.
Yeah.
And they're giving you all outlets, and they're giving you shit that you can click to for help. Get support from the help center. This is some fucking scary shit over here.
Yep. And then I think I've added the
Whitney Webb.
Yeah, Whitney Webb tweeted this. She said, look, this is so every time I open Facebook, this is what pops up now. You may have been exposed to harmful extremist content recently, and it's a picture of Tara Reid. It's Tara Reid, about Tara Reid talking about on Primo Nutmeg or Primo Radical.
Yeah, it was
it was, but talking about what happened, right? And it's like this is crazy. Tara Reid is now like something extremist.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
It's ridiculous
It's
whether you
insane.
believe her or not to even try to consort it to fucking that she's a fucking terrorist because Joe Biden's the president now. I mean, this is disgusting what they're doing.
And I just wanted to point out, Johnny, too, I added this tweet. I just wanted to point this out, that Pelosi has appointed Liz Cheney to the select committee, by the way.
Diversity.
Yeah.
Diversity, fam.
Liz Cheney, a woman, warmonger. That's what we need.
Diversity.